Oi, oi, sinner to winner here, and today we are reading page 14. I'm going to look at the green light actually today. I'm going to try and look more at the camera. Sometimes I'm looking more at the video because it's the phone's turned around, but I want to get ready for looking at the camera because my dream is to get this place set up and get a mic and get a camera. I'm putting it out there, universe. Can you hear me? Of course it can hear this echo too. We need to get rid of the echo. But we're a sinner, we were a sinner, and now we're a winner, and it's progression, not perfection. We're always building, we're always growing. And like I said on my little Instagram, Instagram's the same handle by the way, sinner to winner. Started from the bottom, now we're here. You know, these videos used to be in a car that's occasionally I'd sleep in. And now, they're in my apartment where I now sleep in. I mean, we're just building all the time. But hey, let's not get sidetracked. That's another video. We're on page 14 of Bill's story. The man who was responsible, along with his other friend, for creating AA, for creating the Bible of addicts, for creating this book which helps us obtain a spiritual awakening, apparently. But it only works if you work it. So, there's some work to do. Shall we read on? Shall we read on? Shall we find out what's going on with Billy Boy? My friend promised when these things were done, I would enter upon a new relationship with my Creator, that I would have the elements of a way of living which answered all my problems. Let's stop there. So this new way of living that he's going to enter upon is not going to just solve this alcohol issue. It's going to give him a new way of living that will solve all his problems. And this is the thing, this is the magic eye, I think, of recovery, is you realize, or I've realized through my journey, that alcohol, gambling, sex stuff, these things were not actually my problems. They were the solution to my living problems, my life, what was going on. The only way I could get relief, the only way I could get some shelter from the storm was escaping, you know? It's a band-aid. It's a band-aid. So we have to have this progressive character change. We have to have this awakening. We have to have this new relationship with this higher power. This is what I'm told anyway, by someone who's been there, seen it, done it, wore the t-shirt and found a way. He was in a hole, he knows the way out, and he's telling us. Belief in the power of God, plus enough willingness, honesty, and humility to establish and maintain the new order of things were essential requirements. So we know what we have to do, right? So what I would say is, here's the cheat codes, here's the keys to the kingdom. Here it is. Your fuel, you have to have enough willingness, you have to have enough honesty, and you have to have enough humility. Three things: willingness, honesty, humility. Very important. And this relationship with a higher power, it's going to let you in. Here it is. Simple, but not easy. A price had to be paid. It meant destruction of self-centeredness. I must turn in all things to the Father of light who presides over us all. Wow. You see, I've read this book many times, and I've been in meetings and read it and heard other people read it. And I'm sure you who are watching this, some of you have the same story. You've listened to things online, you've listened to tapes, you've listened to apps, you've read the book, but still new things get revealed to you. And today as I read this, I've never heard this, the Father of light who presides over us all. How beautiful is that? I've heard Bill talk about the spirit of the universe. I've read Bill's story many times by direction from a sponsor, or I've given direction to a sponsee. But I love that. I must turn in all things to the Father of light who presides over us all. I'm going to use that. I don't know about you, but I've learned something today. The Father of light. I like that. I believe we're from the stars. And those stars were shining bright last night. I was looking up to them. They were breathing life into my recovery. I don't know about you, but when I look up to that sky at night, I feel connected. I feel connected to a higher power, something greater than myself. It's unbelievable. And I love this. It's simple, but it's not easy, right? It's a simple program for complicated people. It's simple, but it's not easy. A little bit like telling the truth, right? We all want to be in a relationship with somebody that's honest and truthful, but my God, isn't that hard to do? Let's get real honest with yourself. I mean, I want my partner to tell me the truth about everything, but I don't know if I'm willing to give that to them. And haven't we all been there? Have we all maybe told a lie to our partner? Maybe we didn't want to reveal our vulnerability. Maybe we didn't want to reveal our shortcomings. Yet we wanted them to tell us everything, all the truth. And this is it. This is what we get told. We have to be the example. That's it. That's where the power is for us. It's the serenity prayer. It's the serenity prayer. These were revolutionary and drastic proposals. But at that moment, I fully accepted them. The effect was electric. There was a sense of victory followed by such a peace and serenity as I had ever known. I mean, that's brilliant. It describes, I don't know about you, but if you've ever had success in your life with yourself, there is that sense of victory when you do something, when you achieve something, whether it's you've passed a test with good scores, you've accomplished a completion of a task. You have that sense of victory, but it's always followed by peace and serenity. You feel satisfied. Anyone who truly has achieved a dream or something they wanted to, there's just this overwhelming feeling of satisfaction. You know Bill's telling the truth here. He's telling the truth. There was utter confidence. Well, that's what you get. That's what you get when you achieve something, when you put it in, when you do the work, you get real confidence. I was only just saying to someone today over breakfast, like when I was in my disease, that champagne lifestyle on lemonade money, it's all fake, it's bravado. It's fueled by the alcohol, it's fueled by the ways you find validation, but it's not real confidence. Here, there was utter confidence. I felt lifted up as though the great clean wind of a mountaintop blew through and through. God comes to most men gradually, but his impact on me was sudden and profound. Whew! Wow! It was electric. For a moment I was alarmed and I called my friend, the doctor, to ask if I was still sane. He listened in wonder as I talked. I mean, this is the truth. You can tell. He's like, wow, he's getting all the highs he probably got from alcohol and drugs and all his escapades that he did. He's getting them all and he's sober. He's getting all the highs. And he's just having a relationship with this newfound creator, spirit of the universe, father of light. Everything he wanted from the casino, from the stock market, from leading people into war, from drinking to from his drug taking, from his shenanigans outside of maybe his marriage, that he didn't really, understand what they were, etc., or didn't want to divulge in his story. He's getting from God all the same feelings. We are an inner drugstore. Whatever's going on in this brain, whatever's going on in this heart, whatever's going on in those organs, it's an inner drugstore. And he's getting all those feelings from this relationship with a higher power. And he's ringing the doctor up. He's like, am I okay? Am I sane? Is this really happening? The doctor shook his head saying, something has happened to you I don't understand, but you had better hang on to it. Anything is better than the way you were. The good doctor now sees many men who have such experiences. He knows they are real. While I lay in the hospital, the thought came that there were thousands of hopeless alcoholics who might be glad to have what had been so freely given me. Perhaps I could help some of them. They in turn might work with others. The pyramid scheme of recovery has begun. It's entered Bill's head, the trickle-down effect. Hang on a minute, somebody's just helped me. If I pass it on to them and they pass it on to them, we could do a lot of good here. We could help. We could save lives. We could change the world. And he's realizing he can change the world, but the way he does it is with his own actions. It's with himself. That's how you change the world. You are the example. There's a lot of people today on social media and in life micromanaging everybody else. Let me tell you straight, concentrate on your own side of the street, because there's plenty of work to be done there before you start mingling and delving into everybody else's business and telling them how to do it. You know, there's plenty of work to be done, and there's nothing better than an example. That's it. End of story. Talk is cheap. This is a program of action. So if you're listening to this, I would like to underline things that you probably already know. And that is, if you want, be the change you wish to see. That's it. Be the change you wish to see. My friend had emphasized the absolute necessity of demonstrating these principles in all my affairs. Particularly was it imperative to work with others as he had worked with me. Faith without works was dead, he said, and how appallingly true for the alcoholic. Oh, end of page 14. Faith without works is dead, he said. We have to be the example. It's talking there in all our affairs. We had to demonstrate this way of life in all our affairs. So the next time you're taking somebody's inventory, the next time, I don't know, somebody does something you don't like, or does something that you think isn't right, bring it back to yourself. Ask yourself why that could possibly bother you in all the things that's going on. And I'm guaranteeing you, it's got something to do where you're not being the example in your own life, with your own actions. You're falling short. And what we're hearing here from Bill is on this page, it's a glorious page, and page 14 is my number. I got 14 tattooed on me. I was born on the 14th. It's always my number. It's a great sign. I love it in this book. We talk about the Father of Light. We talk about this relationship with a higher power. We talk about willingness, honesty, and humility. The humility to look at ourselves and get honest and have the willingness to change, to grow. So there you go. Billy Boy's there. Hey, spoiler alert, we've only got 2 more pages to go. We're nearly at the end of Bill's story. So thanks for sticking with me. If you're watching this, I love you. And remember, you gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. Yeah, faith, the faith, the faith. George Michael, baby, you gotta have a little bit of faith, like it says. Faith without works is dead. And you got your song for the day. Com Deus.